This is the Weather Xtreme video for Saturday, September the 4th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and it's a beautiful morning across central Alabama. And I can't help but think about Mr. Rogers and his opening there. And we're going to feel something we haven't felt for quite a while. Let's get to the Skycam imagery and the sun rising at Trussville and some color in the sky as the clouds exit off to the south and southeast. Very few clouds visible as we look at the Fayette camera and beautiful blue sky up there overhead. And then can't help but just take a look at the river. Rather flat down there at Demopolis, and still got some clouds over Demopolis, but those will be heading out. Here's the front, the surface map this morning. High pressure coming in from central United States, and that is pushing the cold front down into South Alabama. The drier air lags behind that just a little bit, so that most of central Alabama, I think last time I checked, and we'll look at the map in just a minute, the drier air had reached about the Birmingham area or just a little bit south. Temperatures, and you can certainly see the change coming about here on our national temperature map. Look at those 30 values up there in central Canada, freezing marks, and certainly lots of 40s as we look over those darker green areas. So the hint of fall in the air, and fall's only a couple, 3 weeks away. And speaking of fall and the drier air, notice the dew point at the Shelby County Airport, Calera, 53, but the dew point's down at Montgomery, 62. So the drier air coming in a little bit behind where the front actually is. And look at that, 49 for dew point up in the Shoals. And we're going to be seeing a lot of the 40-degree dew points, so it's going to feel great. The QPF chart for the next 5 days pretty much tells the story. No rain, and of course a large bulk of rain over Texas and the northeastern Mexico, and that from a tropical system. And there's 5 systems that are being watched right now, not counting what's on the African continent, but we've got Earl, we've got the remnants of Fiona, we've got the remnants of Gaston, and then we've got one off the African coast, plus that one near land over in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico. Let's take them one at a time. Here is Earl. Earl giving a glancing blow to North Carolina and to New England. Now headed up into the Canadian Maritimes up there, and you can see the track with Earl now down to a tropical storm and soon to become subtropical. All right, and here is this is the next one, Fiona, and you can see Fiona is just hardly anything at all, hardly much to talk about. No advisories being issued on it as it slides by Bermuda as a depression, so just going to give them kind of a bad rainy day. Here's the remnants of Gaston, and Gaston is looking somewhat impressive this morning as we see some great cirrus canopy and outflow coming from the top of the storm. And here's the part that makes Gaston a little more scary, is that it appears that the ridge is going to hold behind the other two, Earl and Fiona, and that could push the remnants of Gaston towards the west and into the Caribbean. And if it gets into the Caribbean, of course, there's a possibility of being a Gulf storm. Now, we're not forecasting that just yet. That's probably at least a week away. But and here's kind of a backing out for the whole view. And the one over the southwest Gulf I didn't do much on, but that one's too close to land to really develop into anything. All right, here's the 06 GFS model run. And there it is. We're dry today and certainly lower humidity. The trough in place there, helping to bring some more drier air in our way. So tomorrow morning is going to be a beautiful morning. By Monday, the ridge is building back, and we still got the remnants of that little low in the southwest Gulf, but bringing rain to South Texas and to northeastern Mexico. But other than that, we're staying dry here in central Alabama. The ridge builds in stronger, and here comes the Energizer Ridge coming back again. Just can't get rid of that thing, and it's there again on Wednesday, the 8th of September, and it's still there, although it's not it's a shadow of itself. We still got a strong ridge over us on Thursday the 9th, and there it is showing no rain in our area. The ridge is still here. In the meantime, the westerlies plunging along quite nicely across the northern tier of the United States as they remain very active. The ridge becoming less strong as it's dampened out a little bit with a combination of those impulses going along the westerly flow, and that keeps us pretty much dry. Now, the GFS is suggesting the possibility, the possibility of some showers next Saturday, but that's pretty far out. And it looks like it could be another one of those pretty dry fronts like the one that came through overnight. But we're not going to put showers in the forecast just yet. We'll wait and see. All right, now let's go out into Voodoo Country. And oh my gosh, there it is. The Energizer Ridge is back again. So if you're looking for the heat to be over, don't be looking for it to be over just yet. And then finally at the end of the period, oh my gosh, the Energizer Ridge is back in there. And remember, this is voodoo. I'm not too worried about that. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Extreme video. Expect to have the next one posted by 7:30 or so tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I hope that you have a great Saturday. Thanks for staying tuned and enjoy this slight taste of autumn with some drier, cooler air. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.